Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am playing Superliminal Challenge Mode. This game is really difficult. As you can see, even on the first level, I struggled quite a bit, not knowing what to do and how to do it. This mode is very difficult, and one of the levels took me 10 minutes. Which I was not proud of, and I told myself I was not going to search it up, like what I did with the first time I played this game, which is also on my channel. I searched a lot of it up, and I was not proud of it. As you can see, I missed it quite a lot, and I still don't have a mic, so I couldn't record my actual voice during this. And at the top of the screen, the hand means the things I can pick up, and the jump obviously means how many times I can jump. Probably should have explained that first, but I didn't. Your progress may be monitored by qualified. I've got a new series coming out, by the way. I'm just gonna plug that while we wait. There we go. It's going to be Minecraft, and I'm playing with my friend. I've also completed this game after I played it some more, because I found out it was actually really good from a video saying it was good. This one I did it too small. This one did not take me 10 minutes. Okay. The 10 minutes one comes later on, but it is quite early in the game, I'll give you that. As I get along, you see this
you can
painting.
Move freely, interact with surrounding objects, and listen to messages from your patient care team. Please note that I am the standard orientation protocol, and that my voice has been explicitly chosen to remind you that I am
this
not a
one
part of your
seemed
patient
quite
care
easy,
team.
but there was a glass there, so I had
care.
to bounce off that and get in, which I missed narrowly quite a few times. Finally I did it. That one was really quick though. And I go into the next room, which is going to be difficult. This one I really struggled on.
During eyelids, you will
but I managed to do it first try on this one.
You did not wake up.
And for this,
the remaining orientation
I
activities.
realised I could not do the block after I did the block. I realised I could not do the block, and I had to do the planks, which would make more sense. But this one wasn't small enough, so I just placed it awfully, and I did it again. But anyway, I did it finally, and we're onto this one. This one took me 10 minutes, because you could only do it in one. You had to get it perfectly to bounce off that one, and it was just annoying. For 10 minutes I tried to get onto this, onto that. Finally I did it though, and this one was straightforward, did it first try. And this is where I made the awful joke. If you haven't seen it, go watch the first part I did. This game made my brain explode, I believe it was called. And this also was awful. I couldn't get it to be right. That does not make sense. I couldn't get it right, and then I jumped when I wasn't meant to. And in the first time I played it, it kind of collapsed while I was inside, so I was trapped. I couldn't make that mistake again. I thought I did it, and then I realised it wasn't on the other one. Let's hope this one does it, because I don't remember. Think it did. No, it didn't. No, because that's not going to work. Spoilers, it did not work. Let's just say that. Too short. This was a pain. also. This one did not take me 10 minutes though. I've just added more of them. And I finally had the method right. If I turned it, I would have had it on bang. Right on cue. And we go through to the next level. This one, I actually don't remember what it was. What was it?
To maximize the time allotted for your therapeutic journey, please do not.
Oh yeah, this is the last one. And you have to get up one of these. I choose the block of cheese because it's bigger. And you have to place it on one of the blanks and it falls. So this one was quite straightforward. But I placed it wrong, so you had to get 2 instead of 1, otherwise you couldn't go through. Then we fall into a pit and wake up. We go through a door and all we have to do is pick up one door and then we've pretty much already done it. You don't have to keep this door, but I like to do it. And then we get to this one, which I was so good at. I did not place both of them outside. Yeah. I got it out in 1, which is good.
Hello.
1 hand and 2 jumps, which I needed 2 hands and 2 jumps, so
special, in fact.
I'm just that good. And then this one was the level that I was stuck on and I didn't complete in my first video. And I managed to complete it because I needed to do the table, which I did not do. And yeah, I did not do it perfect. So I had to restart the level, much to my dismay, and I got it perfectly on the side, but I needed it to be bigger. This one, I managed to mantle on. I do not think it was big enough, but it didn't do the challenge, so I just had to do it quick. I got the block from there, and made a door, opened it.
Forward, and hopefully you prefer
I don't like that door, it just stayed perfectly, and I did not like it. This one, I forgot for a moment what I was meant to do, then remembered. Good thing I did not have a jump limit on that, because I would be failing.
You should also find a variety.
See how many jumps that took. And then this moon one was also very difficult. I kept on getting it too small, and I managed to do a trick shot apparently. I was stuck there. And finally I realised, why don't I just put it at the furthest point? That would make sense. And then I got stuck. But anyway, eventually I did do it. And we got into the elevator. Woke up on this dice thing. And I placed it over there. Anyway, we go through a vent. Ventilation shit. But yeah, that. And jump up. This one was also very difficult the first time I played it, but it gets undifficult, is that a word? Unchallenging. And this one was a dice that like broke up into different boards and you had to make a slope out of it. Eventually I did it and got one of the cubes, fell down and was back there.
You may still be experiencing feelings of worthlessness.
I go down here, which scared me, and we looks like we're going somewhere peaceful, and we weren't. This is a bit too slow paced, so that's why I sped it up. This is obviously not the actual speed I went. It was just really, really slow, and was boring when playing and will be boring when you're watching. We went through a maze and had to jump up boxes which I couldn't see, which was challenging, but I did it. And then turned on the idea, and I think I cut something early because that should not be happening. This one, I didn't know there was another way to do it, but apparently there was. And this was also very difficult. Couldn't find how to do it. I then kind of realised that's probably the way to do it. Got over and went to here, which I hated this room. The alarm clocks kept on like beeping a lot. And I realised you had to do it either in 2 jumps and it goes perfectly to the door, or in 1 and you could just jump up to the door. That was a mouthful to say. Anyway, this struggled me. And I used the other one so it would be bigger. And then I missed. So I had to restart. I kept on accidentally jumping during playing this. I don't know why. Like, my brain must have not worked. Then I nearly went for the other one, which would have made it smaller. And I made it too small. Eventually, I did do it though. Yippee. And look, you have a little smiley face and an optical illusion. Stare into it. Stare deep at the smiley face. Oh, it goes all funny. Ooh. Anyway, the apple opens the door. And then I click on then I click on the fire alarm. This one was simple enough, and this one wasn't too simple.
Significant error.
And I did it. That one did not take me 2 attempts, I just want to say. We're finally in to a theatre where clouds are playing.
Experiences.
And this, I made myself too small. If you've seen it before, it's the level where you have to go into a bouncy house, and if it's bouncy house, and if it's too small, then you will be too big. The fan, I hated the fan. The fan was just awful because it kept on getting stuck on one block and you could not jump. And I do not know why I just did not cut this in the recording. You get to experience the pain with me. Like, what is this? This level is absolutely awful. Because I try again and again and again, I still do not know the exact method to do it. I just have to pray and hope that that does not happen, which it does quite a lot of the time. And it was very frustrating at the time, and I don't know why I thought I could fix it. It did not fix. Then I kind of lost 2 challenges. One was the bouncy castle one, which was sad. I quite enjoyed that one. And also the mirror one that I was on about. I got it in 2, went the wrong way, admittedly. And then realised I needed 3. I needed to get it in 1, which I hated so much. Eventually I did do it and got through to the next level. This one was shorter, which I enjoyed when I looked at the top right.
Emergency
Putting
exit
fire on.
protocol initiated. Please
I really feel bad for this guy. He has like the whole time waiting just to say this.
Error logged by.
I then gets an error code, which is sad. Then it says goodbye to us. And then we hear an alarm. around now, I think, which sets us back. And then we hear another alarm, which sets us back. And then we realise we have to click the alarm. And then we hear another alarm, which sets us back. Black, total darkness. And then we go through the door and hear another alarm. This part is so frustrating. And then we think it's finally clear,
Phase of therapy,
just to realise we had to use the painting. Finally, we go through the painting, everything goes sideways, and we have to go through the portal, through a painting, and we're getting towards the end of the game, which is actually really cool. We go to the stairs level, which, woo, and this I got stuck under for a while. It's just so difficult. Like, your screen's completely black for the whole time, just because you can't find where the exit is. And this is like really cool music. You go through the back. This one caused me a lot of pain, like to my head. Well, not really. It's just really painful thinking of what to do. It's pointing one way and you have to face the other, which I don't know why, but my head could not wrap around it. And I did it. Thankfully. This one I knew exactly what I had to do, because I actually probably think I did it on the first time. I do it. And this one you may think to pick up the
every patient, you must
chess piece, I don't know what it's called, but you can't because it just turns into a painting. You pick the block up and it goes to here, then to here, bang. This is where you start to see something towards the end of the game. This is when it starts to get more fast paced and it starts to get less boring like we saw. And this was kind of confusing at first, but it gets less confusing. As you make all of them pictures, something appears in the middle, you go towards it, click the alarm clock, and enter a loading screen. These loading screens are really cool though. You go through. This is kind of like the final level.
This is highly unusual.
I mean, I say it's the final level. It's not officially the final level. The final level is you walking through everything you've done. But I kind of lost the footage as well. Again, I lost the footage. But that's completely fine. And this is what happens at the end. I managed to catch this, but not the other. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, as you clearly enjoyed this, as you've watched all the way to the end. If you want to see more on Superliminal or more on other games, please comment and suggest some down below. Hope you enjoy.